You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey, Days of Our Lives fans, I have got your full roster of weekly spoilers from Monday, November 18th, all the way through Friday, November 22nd. We have got Ava Vitali snapping. We have got Joy Wesle confessing, and we have got Sarah Horton Kiriakis standing. It is going to be an exciting week. It's Belinda from Soap Dirt, and if you haven't already, please reach down, click subscribe, and let's dive into the action coming on Monday, November 18th, season 60, episode 61. So Javi and Leo are sharing some romance. Gabi doesn't like it. She has said, step away from the Stark. But I think Gabi warning him has just made Leo even more tempting. Javi likes a bad boy. I don't know if Leo is quite a bad boy. I think he's just wicked, but things are heating up with the two of them. And Johnny is struggling to keep his big cheating secret from Chanel. I said in another video that, if he wants to come clean, he can just tell Chanel he slept with some rando. He doesn't have to drag Joy into this, right? Abe is hoping that the soap is past its run of bad luck, and it is the premiere of Body and Soul with Salem gathering to watch. Tuesday, November 19th, season 60, episode 62. Gabi is very upset about Javi going from casually talking to moving into a new relationship with Leo, and Gabi's lecturing and cousin Javi is pushing back. He is not going to let her control his love life. Meanwhile, we've got Lady Whistleblower making a shocking comeback. Looks like the gossip column is back in the Salem Spectator, but I don't think it's Leo based on some other spoilers for later this week. Meanwhile, Johnny feels like he is unworthy of Chanel and doesn't deserve her. Probably accurate at this point. When you call your wife a cheating slut when you were the one who's the cheating slut. Yeah, it's not a good look. So Alex and Joy rehearse, and they are running lines together. And this new friendship that they are forming is going to prove problematic by the end of the week. Wednesday, November 20th, is episode 63 of the current season. And Leo thinks Javi betrayed him and makes an accusation. So this is what had me curious if Leo didn't write the new Lady Whistleblower column, but he had told Javi about it, I believe, and maybe he thinks Javi did it. But, Xander is looking to make Phillip pay. Even though Sarah got the cure, he's still kind of mad at Kate and he's kind of mad at Phillip. And Xander gave his part of the paper to JJ Devereaux, remember? Because he did that on his wedding day to Sarah, the wedding that got messed up because of Fiona and the whole thing, the whole fiasco. But he did give it back, but that doesn't mean that Xander doesn't still know people there, doesn't still have his logins, can't publish something, or this could be something with Chad using the paper as part of his plan to trap Clyde. I don't know, but Leo seems way too busy writing scripts to write a whistleblower column. And JJ confides in Gabi, and he has already told Chad that he is not going to keep quiet if Chad persists in this plan to use Kat as bait and to let her get off without facing criminal charges. Of course, the charges are already dropped, so I don't even know if they could reinstate them. Chad is very convinced he has to do this thing to get Abby's remains back, and it's just super messy. I thought it was pretty interesting at Day of Days when Billy Flynn said that he really wanted them to resurrect Abigail and bring him back, and that the replacement writers during the strike refused to do it, and then Ron Carlivati refused to do it, and instead he's done Body and Soul, which a lot of people don't like, and now he's fired. And Deidre Hall pretty much said that she thinks it's because of Body and Soul, which is lots of drama coming out of the backstage area. So JJ's confiding in Gabi, and improbably they're about to get involved again, even after she tried to, blow up Julie's heart and everything, which upset Jennifer and everybody else in Salem. So Kat has an idea for how to deal with Clyde. You know, she's willing to be bait, even though she knows it's risky, but she has an idea and she shares it with Chad. And it sounds like it is both daring and clever. Thursday, November 21st is season 60, episode 64. Sophia is depressed. She's down. And Aaron tries to be supportive. And I guess she would be down. I mean, Tate told her that he wanted to be with her. And then while they were getting busy, he called her Holly's name, which is super, super duper awkward. And, you know, she just wants him to tell her the truth. Is it him or Holly that he wants? That conversation starts on Friday and it should carry over into this week. But it sounds like, you know, he may tell her the truth, that he still really wants Holly, which seems pretty accurate. And Sarah tries to get up on her feet and walk. So obviously at this point, she's taken the serum that Brady told Kristen, hand over or else, which I'm glad he did. And Holly has a realization about Tate on Thursday. And Ava has something to say to Brady. She's giving him a piece of her mind. And on Friday, November 22nd, which is episode 65 of the current season, we have Phillip and Stephanie running into each other, which, you know, pretty intense. They used to be engaged and the reunion is awkward, but she can't date Alex because of the no fraternization policy. And in the Day of Days promo, we have Phillip and Stephanie kissing in more than one scene. So by New Year's Eve, they are hot and heavy, and it may start sooner than then. Meanwhile, Sarah is determined to get back on her feet again and relearn to walk. So we should see her at the very minimum standing on her own 2 feet or trying really hard to do it by the end of the week. Kristen grills Brady. She is not happy that he has made friends with Ava and that they are bonding and there's this connection happening between them. I don't feel sorry for Kristen. As fun as she is pure poison when it comes to her effect on Brady's life. And so Joy and Alex, I said earlier, them rehearsing and hanging out on the set was going to prove problematic. Well, that rolls around on Friday because Joy, for reasons I do not understand, decides to tell Alex about the big secret of her one-night stand with Johnny. And that same day, Johnny is in a tough spot with Chanel. So I don't know if Chanel overhears. I don't know if Alex is going to tell Chanel. I did a standalone video about it because I just have a hard time believing that Alex would keep the confidence of Joy, who he doesn't really know, and Johnny, who he doesn't necessarily like, and keep something this important secret from Chanel, who he does consider a friend. So we'll just have to wait and see how that goes.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.